can't be what you can't see. Good morning and welcome to In the Car with Clint. You maybe have heard that term recently around sport, women in sport. You might have heard it in a context of business. It's the topic of my recent trip to the United States. And I want to share a story with you about a gentleman that I met while I was there. So I recently was in Arizona at a distribution center for Site One. Site One's the biggest irrigation supplier in America. They got something around 400 stores, distribution centers that, you know, look like Coles or Woolworths distribution centers for irrigation and landscape, products, not mulches. And the guy that gave us a tour, Will, was telling me about how he was moved around a lot as a kid, and his dad was a truck driver, and so there'd be periods where he'd be at 2 different schools in a year. And I said to him, that must have been hard. Like, you hear about it from the armed forces kids that kind of get station to station to station. And he said, it's actually what made me who I am today. I'm really grateful that that my dad did it. And I was like, really? Why is that? And he goes, well, I'm from Chicago, and a lot of people in Chicago may kind of replicate what their parents have done and what their grandparents have done, and they never leave Chicago. And he was really proud that he had been exposed to different options and different opportunities because of moving around, and that he had employment, he owned his house, and that he even had a Corvette. And he attributed that success to the fact that he had been shown alternatives, and that he had seen how other people had done it, and then he was able to make a choice around whether or not he wanted to do it. And it was really quite ironic, because that was ultimately why we were in America. We were there to see what other people were doing, to better understand the pathways for us to be able to replicate what they're doing. Because the reality is, there's only a very limited number of people that are doing things first, inventing things. And a lot of what you see outside of those 0.00001 percenters are people that are replicating other things or trying ideas that they've seen in one market in an alternative market. So don't be shy to go and watch what other people are doing and experience different cultures and go to different countries, do work experience at different businesses, try different sports, because as I said at the start, you can't be what you can't see. Now, one caveat: you can be what you can't see, but that's very unique. And there are unique people out there that are, forging a new path. But if you fit into the majority of people who are, that will benefit more from seeing someone else do it than trying to do it themselves, head out and have a look around. You never know what you might find. Thanks for tuning into In the Car with Clint today. Have a wonderful day, be kind to each other, and as I say, most importantly, be kind to yourself. Talk to you tomorrow.